Well, hello! And welcome to the 365-day gaming challenge! It's John Trout playing unplayed game for my pile of shame every day. Today is day 231. We are looking at Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, which there wasn't actually a specific game listing on Twitch for, so I selected just to be Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. But this is the Trilogy version, this is the PC version. And I have never played a Phoenix Wright game, which may come across as a bit of sacrilege maybe to anybody who is a fan of Nintendo. It's just a game I've never gotten around to playing. So unless there are any objections to me doing this, we shall play it and see what happens. And we can use the pad. So I am going to put away my keyboard and mouse, and I am going to use a pad. So I think that might be a little bit more comfortable with this game, having a keyboard and mouse sat on my lap. So let us have a look at the options and turn down the music volume. Hopefully we're not going to get too many content IDs on this one. Background music. Oh, that's completely off, so that'll do. Screen shake. I think in this case we'll leave screen shake on. Text box. Just text box transparency. We'll leave that as is. How do we go to the next? Oh. Other options. Oh, there we go. Window full screen 1080p. We could probably play this one at 4K, but I think we'll leave it at 1080p. We've got vertical sync on. Alright, well that's the that is the total of our options. So we'll go with that. This is a 2019 release, so it's not too old, but it was originally out in 2014, so it's actually a reasonably old game. It's just a reasonably recent port. Shall we get us our lawyer on and play a game then? Let's do it. Let's play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the original from 2001, apparently. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Play the first turnabout. Yes. Gasp. Gasp. That looks like a murder. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught, not like this. I'm gonna find someone to pin it on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:49 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Here comes Phoenix. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Wrong. You don't go to court dressed like that, do you? Who are you trying to impress? Oh, hiya, Chief. Glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial off the bat like this. Well, not if you want to get off. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Yeah, it says about my client. This client is stupid. Thanks. Actually, it's because I earned the favour and we can't afford a real lawyer. A favour? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, that kind of my current job too. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. News to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I earn that much. Yeah, we understand that, Phoenix. You know, stop laying it on so thick. It's over. We haven't even started yet. My life, everything. It's all over. Is this saying it as an aside, or is everybody aware of this? Because why is it in brackets? Is that your client screaming over there? Well, he wasn't doing it as an aside then. Aside, he wasn't doing it as an aside. Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Oh, why don't we let him? Have we been paid? We've been paid. That's not so bad. Yeah. He's on drugs, look. The only reason you would have stars in your eyes like that is if you're on drugs. And his name is Butts. Now I understand why he wants to die. Nick. Hey there, Larry Butts. I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. The police have obviously got to Larry Butts. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? So that I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. Come on. Well, so this is cat. If this is his cat, then we're going to throw him out the window of the court. Who took my baby away? Person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. It's murder. A young woman was murdered in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. I thought he was your friend. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Did they? Did they though? In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. Well, you know, you're supposed to think. Objection, yes. We haven't got to the court bit yet. That's down the road, and I already asked if there was any objections to me playing this, and nobody spoke up. So, that's that. But Phoenix is always thinking that his client's, he's already thinking his client's guilty. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true that butt smells. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble and stabbing his girlfriend. Oh, he didn't stab. Used a statue trophy thing. We know he didn't do it because we saw he didn't do it. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Yeah, it's terrible luck that your girlfriend gets beaten in the head with a trophy statue. I mean, what was his girlfriend up to be bashed in the head? Maybe that's the question we should be asking. But I know better than anyone. He's a good guy at heart, apart from when he gets angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. That and I own one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's what I'm gonna do. August 3rd at 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Larry Butts. Prosecution is ready, Your Honour. Objection. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? How would the judge know that? Yes, Your Honour. I'm a little nervous. Never tell them you're nervous. What? No. The conduct shouldn't determine anything. The evidence is what should determine it. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test. What? If he's a lawyer, he's already passed the bar. Tell him to do one. Shaking, eyes waiting. Successful. This is a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Are you a murderer? Larry Butts. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you will do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what is the victim now? I'm gonna fucking clue. I didn't read it. Cindy. Somebody. You don't even know the victim's name. I don't care. She's dead. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court's file. Yeah, we've already looked at that. Do it for me. Do it. Oh, is she Cindy Block or Cindy Stone? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't say profiles. Cindy Stone. She's a model. And she lived in an apartment by herself. And Winston Payne. He's generally bad at getting his points across though. What about the evidence? If you carry a badge, that's what makes you an attorney. A little badgelet. Awesome. It's like if you're in the Yakuza. You get a badge in that as well. Oh, I've forgotten already. Cindy Stone, there we go. I nearly did Cinder Block then. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. The cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Apart from we've got a really bad judge who should be doing the court case proceedings and not questioning the lawyers. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honour. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. What you should be doing is collecting that water and selling it on eBay. Lawyer sweat. Drink it and get off your crimes. Well then, first a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Because he would speak like that, wouldn't he? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? It was blunt. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the ground next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. It's rather heavy. Very good at bashing heads. Right. Wrong. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the tab to check the record frequency. The prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. We do not want to miss any information. Let's be ready. Let's just say he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Well, why didn't you prep your client? All good lawyers prep the client. He's smirking, he's already guilty. Mr. Butts, is it not true your victim had recently dumped you? Watch it, buddy, I'll punch you in the face. We were great together, and even my vampire teeth didn't sink into her neck. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Wasn't Mark Antony gay? I don't think he ever went with Cleopatra. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by the word dumped. In fact, she'd completely abandoned you and was seeing other men, especially men with big trophy statues, if you know what I mean. she had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean one of them? Well, she had a cabin full on the boat. Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Can you not tell by my strange eyes? Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris the day before she died. Well, she probably ate some really bad French bread. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on the 7:30. I'm assuming that is a date, not an aircraft. But the day before the murder. No, Judge, you're impartial. You don't get to say what is correct evidence and what is not. You keep stum unless it is procedural. Okay? Okay? Good. No way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. Not very good model then. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. What are you suggesting, Payne? Daddies? Sugar? Yes, all the men who give her money and gifts and nothing else. Objection, speculation. How can you do that? Can I even interact? No. I can't do anything. I just have to continue. Objection, lack of foundation. I don't think I can do any of that stuff at the moment. She took their money and used it for the lifestyle. He believes her. Believes him. Butts does. Butts knows the truth. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Yeah. She was a lady of the night. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth. In all of the wrong directions. So now I think we're going to be introduced to being able to object. Should I stop him from answering? Objection! My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. What do you mean irrelevant? Shut up. Only answer the questions when you're asked. But that cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Shut up. Yeah, and when I meet you enough for that, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. You're gonna strangle a ghost corpse. Let's continue with the trial. That's a good idea. I'm going to win this case. I'm going to stuff it to Payne. Yes, quite. You see, the judge believes me. This is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Say no. Don't go. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. This is why we have pre-trial prep. He went. What do I do? Well, I think we need to let him answer honestly, because there's not really anything that we can object to here. So, but you should have gotten this information from your client before we went to trial. Right. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Buds, dude, chill. She wasn't home, so I didn't see her. The defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that's not an objection, is it? God, these lawyers know nothing. Well, that simplifies your matters. Who is your witness? Well, why don't we follow the court procedure, finishing the questioning of Mr. Butts, and let me do a rebuttal? The man who found the victim's body, the real murderer, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court, Mr. Payne. The prosecution may call as witness. I think this judge is biased. Yes, Your Honour. Yes, this is bad. You should be objecting to the judge and getting a mistrial. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank. I am not even going to pronounce it like that, because that is just too much bullshit. Mr. Frank Saw-Witt. Not saw it. I'm not saying saw it. That is not happening. Saha-Witt. Bring in Mr. Frank Saha-Witt. What is he doing behind that stand? Mr. Saha-Witt, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Look, just straighten your junk and stop fiddling with it under the desk. Now, Mr. Saha-Witt, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw in the day. Why? Why are you leading the witness, Judge? That is what the lawyer's prosecution's for. Testimony. Saha-Witt was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. An apartment? What? A particular apartment? The woman's apartment? Were you even on the right floor? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. But the guy with the statue thing was standing in the door frame watching him walk away. Is Mr. Saha-Witt the actual murder person? He looks a little bit different. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving dead. Objection, you're not a doctor, you don't know. I quailed. you sure quail's a real word? Quail? I know that word. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Well, then you definitely don't know she's dead, do you? I thought to call the police immediately. However, well, how do you know it wasn't working? Because you didn't go inside. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 PM. The man who found was without doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Phoenix, right. Incidentally, why are you asking questions, Judge? Why? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't the phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sahawit used was one of those, but he didn't go into the apartment. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. How can he not know what a cross-examination is? The real deal. What am I supposed to do? Did he get his law degree out of a Christmas cracker? I mean, the badge didn't convince me that he was a real lawyer, to be honest. Why you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave? What, like not going into the apartment but still knowing the phone was broken? Lies. He was lying. Your client is innocent, right? And that must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Find the contradictions between the court records and the witness's testimony. Then once you've found the contradiction evidence presented, and rub it in the witness's face. No, don't rub it in his face, because this judge will be all like, what are you doing touching the witness? And you'll be sanctioned and be in contempt. But you should know this already, Phoenix. Why are you relying on your little friend here with the provocative dress, which is completely unsuitable for a courtroom? Open the court record with tab and then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Although I think that pink-purple suit is probably even more inappropriate for court. And he's still jiggling the junk as well. He was going door to door when he saw a man fleeing the apartment. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. Like he was mad, and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal feeling the scene of a crime. Yes, refrain from conjecture. What We're doing the cross-examination, Payne. You shut up. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. How do we get open that? Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Tab doing a different thing. Let's just dead. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. No, it wouldn't. No. That's not true, Mr. Phoenix. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. The phone apartment wasn't working. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Got him! All that. I can explain now. There was a cordless phone in the entranceway. I reached in and tried to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 PM. Aha, the time of death was 4 PM to 5 PM. That's the contradiction. Present. You found the body at 1 PM, are you sure? Yes, it was 1 PM for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy report notifies the time of death at sometime after 4 PM. There was no body to find at 1 PM. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Mr. Sahowit. The witness merely forgot the time. Why are you answering for the witness, Payne? This is when the judge should be sticking his bib in. Tell Payne to keep his nabbed shirt. Ugh. After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Sahowit. Why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 PM? Yeah, and we want a really good answer. Point out contradictions. Lies beget more lies. See through one and a whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The witness testimony. More witness. Why are you still shaking your junk under the desk? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. But if the television was on, then there wasn't a power cut. But it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a videotape program. Court records. The electricity was out from noon till 6, so how come we can't object? Is it because they're doing testimony? That's why I thought it was 1 PM. Terribly sorry about that. The misunderstanding. Right. We're gonna have him now. I have you now. Mr. Wright, you may cross. They examine the witness. Shut up, Ian. We don't need your little oar stuck in the river. Yes, we're going to cross him now. Cross him, cross him, cross him. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Objection! Hold it right there. Prosecutors said there was a blackout at the time of your discovery. And this record proves it. Answer that one, Sahowit. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. I irked. Why are you being partial, Judge? Be impartial. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahowit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. He remembers now, but he's changing his answers again for a 3rd time. Mr. Sahowit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. A very good place to start. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. He doesn't have any credibility. He's wearing a purple suit. That, and you seem rather distraught. See, the judge has noticed now what he's doing with his junk under the table. My apologies, Your Honour. It must have been the shock of finding the body. He's speeding up as well, I think. I'm going to pop in him in a moment. I'm sure of it. Very well, Mr. Sahowit. Let's see your testimony once more. Please. Explain the hearing the time, then. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? How do you know that? You didn't go in the apartment. You've already told us this. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I would guess that it would explain it. This seems more like a kangaroo court than anything else. Yes, I am going to cross. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Hang on. So how do I...
Objection!
Wait, just a moment. How is this supposed to be a clock? You, with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? I'm Phoenix Wright, buddy. Just answer the question, Mr. Sahowitz. I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. You're on it, you're on it. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says time out loud. As it doesn't look like one, I submitted it as a statue. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes, I do. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Well, why don't we just dust the statue for fingerprints? You can? Well, you struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Mr. Sahowitz. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Not quite as much as an impression as a statue did on her head. And well, you even used the wrong end of the statue as well. You should have used the heavy end. Because that would have done an even better job at caving in her face. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke as you hit the victim. Walloped the victim would have been better word, Mr. Phoenix. That voice is burned into your mind. And that's why you were so certain about the time. The wrong time. The clock wasn't set properly. Well, we're having a court case here, Payne, don't you notice? We're winning, you're losing. No, it isn't. Just look at the witness's face. The face proves it. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never. The clock, I heard, no, I mean I saw. He was wearing a wig the whole time. And he'd have gotten away with it if it wasn't for his damn kids. He hates us. It was him, I tell you, it was him. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Give him the death. Order in the court. Your Honor, a moment, please, while I bend over. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. And I think the police did a really, really bad job. As did the scenes of crime, people. Your Honor, you claim the sound on the witness came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Well, why don't we whack the judge across the head with it and see if it does the same thing? That's what you think this is how the courts work in real life, Matt. Alright. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sahowit heard was definitely this clock. How do you know that? You didn't even know it was evidence until we started the court case. The fact of which is clear if you simply... It hasn't given us the option to hack anybody around the head with it, has it? Yeah, go and put your hands all over it. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. That certainly is a strange way to announce a time. Well, I think it's 8:21. Yeah. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? If it's 12... No. 8, 9, 10... Yes, 12:25, then we know. 11:25. So it's 3 hours hence. 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Alright, yeah, that works. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Wow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sachowitz heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sachowitz, try to talk your way out of that one, because that's how lawyers get you. You forgot one thing. He's got magical ninja powers. While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. This means I cannot make you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Frank Sachowitz, and we are going to let him get away with murder. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal? You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Yeah, close. Close, Phoenix, but no cigar. Sorry, Larry. You're off to the clink. There's nothing I can do about it now because I'm not a very good lawyer. Oh, apparently it's not the end. Not so fast, Mr. Sachowitz. Oh, and she, the police chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. The chief is there. I can prove the clock is slowing it down a minute. Nobody can prove it. Oh yeah. Well, that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Almost timed out. In fact, soon the clock was 3 hours slow. And think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Because she brought it back from France? Yes. I can. It was running down, slowing down the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? I have. The passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. We all know the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. And the victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home, because we all take our big thinker statues with us. And that's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sachowitz? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? And now he's choked on his own vomit. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we had all expected. You shouldn't have any expectations, you're the judge. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honour. And we'll never get to know what happened underneath that desk. Very well. Mr. Wright. Well, I wouldn't let my client go, please. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. Somehow, I believe you. And I find the true culprits at the same time. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honour. Oh, and it was my first day too, don't forget that. At this point, it is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And they have ticker tape in the courtroom. I'm glad I'm not the cleaner there. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sachowitz was a common burglar. That's pretty boring. What was he stealing? And he posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people are out of the house. Well, he should have come a few days earlier, shouldn't he? When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sachowitz let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching the place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sachwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and smacked her in the head. And with that win, I can. Good job. Congratulations. No, you don't. You owe it to me. I'm the one who won it. I'm the one on the controller. You fought all your own battles. It's been a while since I've seen a trial. What? What is she the chief of? Does it say when they are chief? Oh, she's the boss. And a very good defense attorney. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. What's wrong now? Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Thumbs up. Good. No, I mean, bad. Case is closed. But Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. That's why she dumped you, mate. She was... No. Congratulations. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent, but still has a crap name. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. No, I don't think we go and have dinner with our clients. That sounds like a bad thing to be doing. Yeah, take this, it's a present. Yeah. Why have you got the murder weapon? One for her, one for me, yeah. We'll give you the clock so you can be reminded of the time when a woman was smacked in the head. Thank you, I'll keep it as a memento of a bloody murder. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to cry? Not as much as your drug-addled eyes. Are you sure? Excuse me? Oh, she thought quite a lot of you in a row. Well, yeah, she did. That's why she dumped her and ran off to Paris. You don't have to sympathise with me. Don't you have something? You see, this is how you can win over Mia. You just have to give her a talking statue clock. I have no idea what she's talking about.
Take that!
And she took it. She took it when she travelled. Yeah, she probably just needed the clock. Or probably just needed a weapon. It's a pretty heavy clock to take travelling. Yeah, it certainly stuffed the face in. Just think, if she'd taken that with her and left it in France, she probably would still be alive. Hey Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Yeah, I think you should go and pay more for your lawyer next time. Really, I am. Thanks. Oh yeah, that made him feel a little better about being dumped by his dead girlfriend. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Well, no, I mean, as a lawyer, I don't see the point in evidence. Things can change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them, but Phoenix Wright didn't believe in him. You have to believe in yourself. That sounds really stupid. Right, listen. Learn, grow strong, and never let go of what you believe in. Never. Our work here is done. Shall we be off? We certainly shall. And how about dinner on me? Yes, you go and have a drink and a toast with your boss. Speaking of Harry, he was saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. She's flirting with you, Phoenix. Maybe over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me. Well, maybe we'll sell it. We'll sell it on eBay. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the centre of another incident. Bloody hell. I think the clock is cursed. And I promised to tell the chief about me and Larry. It's going to be a bromance. It would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh no. Larry's gone and smacked her with his clock because she went for drinks with me. The end. Well, that is indeed the end of the stream, and this has been the 365-day gaming challenge. This is the challenge where not only do I win court cases, but I also play a game from my pile of shame every single day for the year. And today has been day 231, and we have been looking at Phoenix Wright. I will be back again tomorrow with another game from my pile of shame. It probably won't be as enthralling as Phoenix Wright, but you never know. I'll try and choose something good. Until then, I hope you have a pleasant evening, and I will see you later.